Okay, just getting going. It's day 2 of the week. 5 kilometers every morning. 20 kilogram weight vest. We'll catch up when the sun comes up. Okay, so we being Jack and I, we're about 4Ks in, walking past my old primary school. I went here 40 years ago. So, still here, always cool. It's generally one of Jackson's favorite areas to walk because there's Chick Morning. There's, I've got like a petting zoo back there for the pre-primary kids. And there's chickens, so he gets excited for the chickens. Anyway, we'll go out morning and 1K to go for today. I was thinking we'll talk when the sun comes up, but it's not there yet. Left early today. Anyway, on we go. Okay, couple of 100 meters from the finish. 5Ks this morning, every morning. The idea is just to get some miles in. So doing currently 20 kilometers a week with the 20K vest. That's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday is an off day from rucking. Strength training, heavy strength training, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday or Sunday morning, a hike with this thing, anything between 8 and 10. So that's the current regime. Feeling good. Last week was fine. Tanked a little bit on the Thursday afternoons, strength training, but just up nutrition for it. Anyway, sun isn't completely up yet. Like I said, left early this morning. Nice colors, but in the week we'll talk about rucking and the benefits from just a general health point of view. It's great if you're cardiovascularly fit but not strong, get you that way. If you're strong but not cardio fit, get you the other way. Things like bone density, it's really, really good. Anyhow, I need coffee. Jackson needs snacks because he did a good job. And yeah, that's 10Ks for the week done. Okay, so just getting going. It's Thursday, third ruck for the week. Yesterday, Wednesday, just a recovery walk. Strength training's been going well, but yeah, let's just get some distance in and we'll talk when it's a bit lighter. Right, so I'm 2.5 Ks in. Again, just to recap, doing 5Ks 4 times a week with a 20K weight vest, and then yesterday just did a recovery walk without the vest. All part of just getting conditioning going and getting the body used to moving weight around, because I'm going to have to drag a sled over the ice a couple of weeks from now. Did a blog post yesterday, a bit of research as well on weight vest versus ruck. So obviously if you have a backpack, straps it on your shoulder and all the weight goes back, which engages the core if you come forward. The weight vest, if you distribute the weight evenly, pushes straight down. So there's a lot more stress and work needed on the lower back and hips, which for me I want. But also if you take your vest and you just offset it back, so I put it quite high in the front and it still is heavier around the back where the weight distribution is. So you're still getting all the benefits, which is it's pretty cool. But when I get back, do a quick breakdown, just kind of where things are at. Strength training every afternoon. I've got 20 days to the day before I start up in Svalbard, so getting there. Anyway, for now, 2.5 Ks to go. Okay, that's 5 Ks done. It's as the week goes on, you could feel fatigue setting in, but yeah, it's great. It's some mornings. I think it depends on how I slept and how busy the head was in the evening. But if I slept well and my mind didn't race in a million miles in like an hour, then music, podcast normally, and just kind of listen to conversation. This week so far though, wake up in the evenings and your head's all over the place. You know, when you wake up and immediately it's 1,000 miles an hour, the head just goes. This week's been like that. So walk for, what's it now, 50 something minutes. No music. I just chat to Jackson, and it's amazing how that sorts it out. Mate of mine, Australian guy, Glenn Hazerbrew, used to say that you can solve anything by a swim in the ocean and sorry, that's strange. This one lady opened the security gate to the complex and just ran right in. She's still going. She must need her kilometers. What was it? Oh, that you can solve anything with salt water. Either tears, swim in the ocean, or tequila, because there's salt in the room anyway. Okay, let me get inside. I need to get something to eat, and then we'll talk about axial fatigue. Jackson? Go, let's go. Okay. So, shower's done. My glasses. I need my glasses. Getting used to this, of having glasses. You know, the funny thing is I don't like speaking to people with sunglasses on. So now when I've got these frames, my normal glasses, I would walk into a meeting or something, I might take it off. No, it's not. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Kind of getting used to it. Just looking now, a little bit fluffy. You know when you shave your hair, most of you probably won't know, but when it starts coming back, it's very cool when it's short. When we start growing, this tennis ball, this fluffy look, but you got to go through it to get longer again. So I reckon before I head up to Svalbard, I'll just do a shorter on the sides and leave the top. Anyway, so rucking, yeah, it's the reason for the weighted vest is that I'll be dragging a sled over ice for quite some time per day. This is all aiming up to a very big trip I'm planning in 2026. The idea with the weighted vest, and specifically tilting it to the back. So if you look at biomechanically how the body works, there goes Jackson. If you look at biomechanically how the body works, if you load something on your shoulders and you push straight down, your lower back and hips will have to compensate for that, especially when you move. With a backpack, if you imagine this is your back, right? Now the backpack's gonna pull you back like this, which means your abdominal or your core area will have to tighten by default and engage to keep you upright. So it's great for core work. So what I've done is my weighted vest is 10 kilograms front, 10 kilograms back. So I've shifted the whole thing up so that at the front, it's higher and the back it's lower, which means I'm still getting that effect. But I also do want the stress on the hips to be able to work through it. Not doing that in isolation though. I've got a 5-day-a-week strength training, power training program, so to get stronger all round. It's quite fun. So it balances it out. But the thought with that is, like if I listen to my Garmin tells me, oh no, training readiness is low, don't train today. No. Here's the thing. When you train something like squats or deadlifts, the primary mover would be your quadriceps, for example, or glutes, but the axial fatigue, AXIL, not actual, axial fatigue, that happens in the core and the lower back is something that holds us back from training the prime mover even more, right? So now, when I am rucking, I am specifically causing a lot of axial fatigue, a lot of the training that I'm doing as well. Why? Because when I get to the cold conditions, when I go and drag this sled over the ice for hours per day, 6-8 hours per day sometimes, and if I do get to my goal in 2026, probably up to 12 hours a day, right? The prime movers are cool. You can train quads, you can train your shoulders, your traps, everything to hold the weight up. You can train your core to pull it forward. But the axial fatigue on the spinal column and the muscles that support it is something that I'm causing now in order for me to get used to working under those fatigued conditions. Because
when you get to cold conditions, it seriously impacts your muscular output, or your strength, if you will. So a little bit tired, but there's a reason, there's a goal, which does help. Anyway, there's biomechanics if you need it. Sat last night, I did 5 blog posts on my website about rucking, the mental side, the physical side. I did think about layering clothing. So all of those are going to go out on my website soon. Neighbors are up. And then also I have finished a 28-day workbook on, it's based on the Stoic principles and Stoicism, if you will, the philosophy of it, but it aims 1 week clarity, 1 week gratitude, 1 week discipline, and 1 week agency. And every day there's some points for you to consider, to think about, to reflect on. There's some exercises you could try. And then also there are action points, 3 questions or 3 things you have to write down per day. That's done. It's about an 80-page book. Quite chuffed with myself. I need to just wrap it up, and it'll be in the newsletter, my next newsletter on Monday. If you're not on the newsletter, hit me up with the email or just comment and I will get in touch. Anyway, breakfast in here. What do you have? About 50 grams of protein, then like a big handful of blueberries because they're amazing. If there was a king of fruit, blueberries would be it. Yeah. Some creatine. Creatine is probably one of the most misunderstood supplements out there. I also wrote a blog post about that. You can check that out. It's not only for muscular development and to feed the muscles, but it also is a nootropic, so it has very big impact on your headspace and brain as such. So, okay, I need to really get going. I'm going to finish this, go, and then I will chat to you later. Bye. So this is the second Thursday running now where I start legs and then blood sugar just drops. You know that feeling when you just tank? So I'm going to move this session to Saturday morning. Every time it's legs, but I think it's because I've been rucking quite a bit. So legs tired, energy up, and eating alright. But yeah, calling this, wow, and then moving this to Saturday morning, which is normally a rest day. So tomorrow morning ruck, tomorrow afternoon push-pull, full body. Saturday morning will be legs. See that? That's what I'm gonna do a couple of weeks from now. So it's up there for a reason. Anyway, so I'm gonna call this, get some work done, and then back to the brutal leg session though. So Saturday morning. Here we go. Hey, morning. So 3.8 k's in a 5. It was a tough start this morning. Energy low. You know when we have a dream and you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck was that? Anyway, I'm gonna finish this and then we'll chat. Okay. So yeah, so done. That is 23 kilometers this week with the 20k weight vest. Yesterday afternoon, same as the week before, hit a bit of a energy slump. Been up in carbs and stuff, but hey, anyway. But so last night I had this dream, all messed up. It's kind of, you can almost remember it, but not quite. And wake up just like, it's weird, it's like anxious or hopeless, or it's just one of those dreams where you wake up and you're like, oh. And I haven't had for a while where you wake up and you're just like, meh. Almost didn't go hiking or rucking this morning, but Jackson did look at me in a way that didn't give me a choice, which is good. But yeah, I suppose even when you're watching a Grand Prix, they have to take a pit stop once in a while. So, I did the walk a little bit slower than usual. The bag felt heavier than usual. Don't know what his plan is. But yeah, so just kind of go through it. Don't fight it. Just lean into it and go through the motions, I suppose. I've got tomorrow in 2 weeks, I fly up north. There's actually a bunch of the clothing here that I have to sort out, all the tech gear. The tech gear that I have to sort out, and I've got to add extensions to the zippers, because if you're going to manage zippers in a very cold environment, you need longer, what's it called, zip handles to grab with your gloves and stuff out in the cold. That's all this weekend, but yeah, I haven't had a while. We woke up and he's like, ugh. So yeah, lean in. You're making a mess. Where you just wake up like, ugh. So lean into it. Just keep going through the motions. Don't push harder in this instance, because it's been a very long few weeks of training. But yeah, a couple of things I still need to sort out for the trip. One or two little glitches that popped up that I'm trying to manage, but so far so good. We'll see. But yeah, excited. Body's nice and tired. I've got one more training session for today, tonight, and then yesterday afternoon I did a half of one, which is rolling over to tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then take it off from there. But anyway, that's kind of the week of rucking. But now something to eat, feed the fish up here, feed these guys, and then head to work. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.